The Lawnmower Man is directed by Brett Leonard, who is also credited with the film's screenplay, along with Gilmore Everett, for this science fiction horror film. Coincidentally, Leonard would go on to direct a similarly themed thriller just a few years later, called Virtuosity, starring Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. Most notable for portraying James Bond 4 times on the big screen, among many other film and television credits, Pierce Brosnan plays Dr. Lawrence Angelo. The plot centers on Dr. Angelo's quest to help a mentally challenged man named Job, played by Jeff Fahey, overcome his disability through science and technology.
Do you like to play games?
Yeah. Peter says you have the best games.
While many may not be familiar with Fahey, the veteran actor has numerous acting credits, most recently for supporting roles in Alita Battle Angel and Wu Assassins. The Lawnmower Man sees Job goes from an abused and harassed landscaper to having godlike abilities through Dr. Angelo's treatments. While the initial results are positive for Job, the side effects quickly take a dangerous turn. This is the overall theme, as best expressed in the film's tagline, God made him simple, science made him a god. The Lawnmower Man opens with some foreshadowing when viewers are first introduced to Dr. Angelo at Virtual Space Industries using chimpanzees as test subjects. Animal testing is only the tip of the iceberg of wrongdoing for VSI. Working for the almighty government contract, VSI is testing a new infrared helmet for military use on the chimpanzees. To better test the technology, Dr. Angelo trains the chimps through treatment consisting of virtual reality simulation and enhancement drugs. One particular test subject named Roscoe becomes a star pupil for Dr. Angelo. The advanced chimp uses his abilities and headgear to escape his confines of the facility while disarming and killing a guard in the process before crossing paths with Job in the outside world. Roscoe's escape comes to a violent end following a standoff with armed VSI guards at a nearby church. Dr. Angelo's pleas for a more peaceful resolution fail as the armed chimpanzee and Job's new best friend is fatally shot. Immediately following the incident, a VSI official then bribes the church priest with a substantial donation to keep word of the incident from spreading. VSI head honchos will also undermine Dr. Angelo by giving him an untested treatment called Project 5. Dr. Angelo stresses that Project 5 was not meant to be tested on humans. Keep in mind, Dr. Angelo has good intentions with his work on Job, as explained to the director. Upon raising Job's IQ considerably, Dr. Angelo believes his work would cure others with autism and dementia. However, the evil corporation would probably be more interested in harvesting Job for his newfound abilities. Special effects and visual spectacles in present-day cinema have obviously come a long way since the film's release in 1992. This becomes apparent during the film's numerous Tron-like virtual reality scenes. The fiery death scene of the abusive father Francis McKean, played by Jeremy Slate, is also kind of laughable by today's standards. The Lawnmower Man definitely had an early 90s vibe, from Dr. Angelo sporting, a single earring, to also showcasing early flight simulators for VR use, and a floating mouse, along with early versions of VR headsets. When in full VR mode at the VSI facility, the film's main characters will wear their specialized suits with a gyroscope. These spherical rides, also known as aerodromes, were pretty popular in the early 90s, often being available for public use as festivals and shopping malls. Job undergoes a huge arc in this film, from being introduced as a mentally challenged landscaper with an interest in comic books and mechanical work, to gaining extraordinary abilities, while aiming to, quote, cleanse humanity. While Job ditches his human body, the film's ending shows his escape into cyberspace before the explosion of the VSI facility. The ringing of telephones throughout the world suggests Job accomplished his goal, and a new world order of sorts is on the horizon. The sequel, Lawnmower Man 2, Beyond Cyberspace, does pick up where the first film leaves off. However, many regard the sequel as an awful movie in general, in which most of the original cast did not return. The terrible sequel aside, one could imagine what Job had in store for humanity. Keep in mind, Job has the kind of backstory that would make any villain proud. He was bullied, abused, and genuinely thought less of due to his handicap before becoming godlike. During the treatment process, in which Job learns the entire world's history, Job reveals there was a lot of tragedy and sadness. Without a doubt, The Lawnmower Man centers on Dr. Angelo and Job, both who are completely different characters. While Dr. Angelo is well educated and well respected, his counterpart is polar opposite. However, both find themselves in similar situations. The mentally challenged Job is living in what could best be described as a shack near a church, while keeping busy by mowing lawns. He also regularly encounters with an abusive priest and harassing gas station attendant who often mocks his disability. Spoiler alert, they both get what's coming to them via Job 2.0. Dr. Angelo is also undergoing turmoil in his personal life by dealing with an unsatisfied spouse and is constantly at odds with his VSI superiors. Both characters are also driven to find solutions to the issues they face. For instance, Dr. Angelo decides to help Job after being sidelined at VSI following the Roscoe incident. Earlier in the film, Joe was revealed to be mechanically inclined after repairing his big red lawnmower by himself. While Big Red is very useful when cutting grass, it is also useful in menacing and gruesomely killing abusive drunk fathers who have it coming. What do you think of the Lawnmower Man? Did you catch it in the 90s? Are you a big fan of the director's cut? Let us know in the comments. And make sure to subscribe for all the latest Cyberpunk videos where we tell you what you gotta see.
Lawnmower Man's in your head now, Jake. There's no escape, ever.